here's a gym. I'm lucky enough to have a home gym. It's literally a garage converted. It's quite small. It doesn't look like it on camera because I've got a wide lens, but it is quite small. So yeah, this morning I'm super sore from previous workout, so I'm just gonna walk on a treadmill, like just walking with an incline, and that's it. What are you doing? Okay, I washed my hair. My hair is extremely dry, so it needs special care. So what I didn't show you is that I shampoo my hair and then I put a mask on, then I have breakfast, then I come back, I rinse my hair, and then I'm going to do my hair. So I get a lot of questions about how I curl my hair, so I'm going to show you, but basically it's a Dyson Airwrap, which is quite an expensive tool. But if you have thick hair, curly hair like I do, it's a game changer. Now, if you have fine hair, if you have straight hair, I would recommend to just buy a normal curler. You'll be absolutely fine. It's just that the normal curler tends to ruin my hair. Anyway, that was a hair care routine you didn't ask for, so let's do this. Alright, for everyone who don't know how to use a Dyson, let me show you. First of all, you want to keep your hair kind of wet. Dry them a little bit, but you want to keep them as wet as possible. If you have like straight hair, you want to keep them quite wet. Then you take a piece of hair, it needs to be not too big, and that's why it takes freaking forever, but it's worth it. And then you don't do it the way they do it. There's two ways to do it. You can do it like this and then just wrap around the hair, or, which I prefer, do it the way you would do it with iron curling iron thing. So start from the top, like put it on and wrap it around, and then you might want to keep this, like hold it, the end piece. And you wait, for me it's around 20 seconds. Then blast off cool hair for like 4 seconds. Then stop it. Hold the curl slowly, keep it in your hand a little bit, and then let it go. So it looks really curly, but it's normal. So yeah, that's how I do it basically. Like, and you want to start quite high. Otherwise, the problem with often that I really don't like with curling iron or even the Dyson is that if you do it like this and then wrap your hair, is that it's going to be super curly at the bottom and super straight here, and it's like straight, a little bit of curl, and I hate that. This look is not it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going. So yeah, this is where I work. So I have a remote team. So obviously I have my business partner. So Ginny Fizz is just one piece of the puzzle. I have a business partner, Laura Haylett, and we have Elle Synergy together. We have 2 full-time employees, soon to be 3. Someone's gonna start in October, and yeah, I'm gonna show you how I manage a team, what I do during the day, and so on. I have this giant screen and I freaking love it. It's Samsung. I'll put the reference somewhere because I know I'm gonna get asked a lot. Honestly, game changer. You can put so many different tabs on one screen. It's so good. So invest in a good screen. It's tax deductible as well, so honestly just go for it. Okay, so I manage my team. We all communicate with each other with Slack. So for example, right now I'm on the press channel. So we work with different agencies. We have a customer service agency, we have a PR agency, we have an ads agency, we have, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I forgot anyone. So yeah, for example, here we have a PR agency that said they might have a lead for us for an article, and they ask us for a few bits and pieces. So I'm gonna have a look at this today because usually it's quite urgent when they ask us something. We also had an article released in Thrive Global, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, then we have lots of different channels that communicate with my team. So what we try to do is that we only have, like, we have Victoria as our operations and business manager, and she manages the other people. So I have Laura, me, then Victoria, and Victoria's going to manage Bethan, who's our graphic designer and our digital marketing manager, and she manages all the business day-to-day stuff, the projects that we have, and make sure that the projects are delivered on time and that everything is running smoothly in the business. And like this, it means that Laura and I only have one point of contact, so it's much easier, it's not too confusing, there's nothing lost in translation. So yeah, all good. So I'm just gonna check, what has been going on in the Slack channel. Okay, the second thing I do usually is check my emails and all that, but I also check Asana. So Asana is where I put all my to-do. We also have a to-do with the entire team, with different projects and stuff. So yeah, but I like having my own personal to-do that I put on Asana. So I do like weekly to-do. So this is my weekly to-do, and then I break it down in days. So at every beginning of the week, I just add a to-do for the week, and hopefully I'm gonna should get it all done. And then I just break it down day by day. So today, for example, it's film behind the scene YouTube, film some reels, and refilm my highlights. So one thing that I try to do is that when I get ready, when my hair is washed, when I do my makeup and all that, I try to do all my filming in one day. So if I have to film reels, if I have to film YouTube videos, I do it all in one day. Like this, I don't have to worry because it takes a lot of energy and a lot of mindset to jump in front of the camera, do stuff, and I just don't want to have to do it every day. So I really pick one day where I'm gonna be in front of the camera and I'm just smashing it. Usually it's one day per week, sometimes one day every 2 weeks. And yeah, obviously stories is different, right? Stories, I tend to be more on stories every day, but yeah, for the rest, that's how I do it. So yeah, today is mainly a lot of filming stuff, so I'm gonna show you how I do this as well. If I manage to do some reels, because sometimes I get lazy and I'm like, oh, I'll do it later, because it depends. Sometimes I'm inspired, sometimes I'm not. Alright, so obviously the first thing I need to do is check Instagram. Well, I don't have to do it, but I want to check Instagram. I'm checking how my posts perform from the night before, because I post 5 times a week. I'm checking my DMs, if there's anything urgent, if there's any question, especially around our program, so IBA, and these kind of things. Then I tend to do this when I first wake up in the morning. I really want to stop this habit, but yeah, this is what I do and this is what I should not do really. Then yeah, obviously check Slack, check the emails, and then check my priorities of the day, check my to-do, and then I just crack on. But the thing I want to talk to you about is what I'm going to work on. So again, I talked to you about the fact that I'm going to do a lot of filming today. But the other thing is we have a sales funnel, which means basically having an idea of someone finding you on Instagram to someone actually buying from you, from your services. You need to have a whole sales funnel in place, a customer journey. So we have something in place. Well, we had that was helped with ads, Facebook ads. We didn't do much ads. We actually did everything organic until May, and then May we started a few ads, but we were not super happy with how things were going, so we stopped everything. We refilmed the masterclass that was linked to sales funnels. Well, we are going to refilm it. We worked on it. We were filming this tomorrow, and we are basically working on this sales funnel right now. So that means it's affecting our sales. It means it's affecting how things are going. So it's always a little bit annoying and a little bit stressful. So for example, today I asked Victoria to look at unbounds for our sales pages, because we had issues basically, and when the unbounds pages were up, our organic website were not working, and the other way around. So we couldn't make it work together. We think we know where the problem is, so we have to fix that. So I asked our employee to do this. She's actually better than me at tech stuff, probably because, I don't know, I just always think that younger people are getting better and better at these things. So yeah, Victoria is really great at this, so she's just going to, it's noisy outside, she's just going to look at this today, and hopefully we can fix that. Tomorrow we're filming the masterclass, and then hopefully we can get the ball rolling, because yeah, we have seen a drop in sales. in June and July because these things were not working really well. So we need to fix this ASAP. Alright, so it's now 1 o'clock. I had a little meeting with Laura and yeah, a lot has happened. So basically, like I was telling you, our sales funnel is broken and we're trying to figure out everything. And you know, sometimes when you trust experts and so on, well, don't. We have been a lot of issue with trusting experts, trusting people, paying agencies when really you don't even know what you paid for, and when you don't have a tight grip on what is going on, when you don't really know, and you're like, yeah, you know what, I know nothing about tech, or I know nothing about this or that, and you just trust people, sometimes it doesn't always work out for the best. You kind of have to check what they do at some point and have an understanding of what is going on, because I guarantee you otherwise you're going to be ripped off. So we had a better understanding of a lot of things, so with our customer payment recovery people, with a few other things. Anyway, so this morning and yesterday I spent a lot of time of checking what they did and what they do, and yeah, I realized a lot of things. So definitely double check every so often what experts are doing, what freelancers are doing, what agencies are doing, because you can be ripped off so easily. This world is insane. Anyway, all that to say that I've spent, we have been worried about something for 2 entire weeks because nobody could find the issue. Nobody was communicating with each other properly, like all the agencies that we hired and freelancers and stuff like that. Turns out when I finally put my nose in it, it wasn't complicated at all. It took me a couple of hours. I find out, a couple of hours, not even like an hour, and I find out the issue. Pretty sure that it's going to work. It's still configuring everything, but pretty sure that our pages are going to be live and working, and everything will be working. So we just need to now link everything with the masterclass and it should work. So yeah, having a business is a lot of dealing with unexpected stuff. So often I have a to-do, but I try to make that to-do not too big. So I know that so many stuff are going to happen during the day. I don't know, an employee is gonna tell me something. I know we're gonna have an issue with probably Instagram. I know we're gonna have an issue with tech, or you know, I don't know, a client that's not able to pay or something like that. So that's it. Make sure that when you are a business owner, and if you already have a few freelancers and stuff like that, make sure that you don't add too much on your to-do every day, because otherwise you're gonna feel quickly very, very overwhelmed if you do that, because yeah, it never runs smoothly, never. If it does, it's only for a few days. Okay, now it's 1 o'clock, so I'm going to have lunch. Alright, so for lunch, I've been using Gusto for quite a while now, probably around 6 months, and honestly, it's been such a game changer. So I'm someone who likes to eat healthy. I also like having homemade meals. I'm very picky on this. I don't like having like a weird sandwich or something like that, but it's so time consuming to go to the shop, think about what you're gonna eat and check for new recipes and stuff, that honestly Gusto, I find that their recipes are really good, their products are really healthy. And it's just so easy. They just basically, if you don't know, they just you order, you know, the recipes. We have lots now, we just keep them in case we want to redo some. We never do, but but yeah, basically you just order the recipes. You can take as many, well, I think up to 4 meals per week, and then it just comes to your door and they deliver everything. So they deliver all the ingredients and then you cook the meal. So you have the recipe card here, and yeah, it's really tasty, it's healthy. Well, you have unhealthy options as well, but we have lots of healthy options. So yeah, that's what I cook. I already cooked something yesterday, so what I do is that I cook something, and it's usually for example today and tomorrow. So yeah, I cooked something yesterday, so I'm gonna have that. Not having to pick what I'm gonna eat for lunch seems a little thing, but it adds up and it really gives you more headspace for the rest. So if you're like me, if you have to think about all of these things, honestly, I can only recommend having some sort of service like that. I'm sure there's some everywhere in the world, and I only recommend it. So yeah, there's actual studies on the benefit of not having to take small decisions like this during the day. It gives you headspace, and it means that you have more that headspace for bigger decisions, for other things, because it is really time consuming and brain consuming to have to take those tiny but important decisions during the day. So the less decisions you take during the day, the better, the more headspace you have, and the better. So it seems little, but those tiny improvements that you can make during the day can help you as a business owner. Alright, I'm back in the office. Usually if I have not too much on my to-do, I like to take a longer break. I only took probably half an hour, something like that, but yeah, 20 minutes. I like to take about an hour. I don't know, I'm French, I just like taking a long break at lunch, enjoying my lunch, watching a series or something like that, just chilling, like really chilling. But yeah, I have a lot to do because today something's happening. I'm not gonna tell you yet, so you're gonna have to watch the end of this vlog to find out. But yeah, I'm going somewhere and I'm going to show you. Hopefully I can vlog a little bit. I don't really like it, you know, I'm still a bit shy on taking my camera and vlogging. Oh, a bit weird. But I'll try to take videos maybe with my phone or something. I'm still on a very... Look at the difference between 15mm lens and that's probably 24, something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna say like that. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is that I'm spontaneously going to go live on my Facebook community. So we have an online program called IG Business Academy. So it's an online program to help you build and scale your service business with the help of Instagram. And I want to go live today, right now actually. I'm just gonna go live and explain a few things about the Reels. So one thing that we really believe in, when I say with, you know, with Synergy and Laura, is doing market research and testing things. So I don't know, it's just in my nature to really market research, test, and then actually helping people with a proper strategy with it. So all our strategy, all the things I'm talking about is always based on testing and testing various things to see what works, what doesn't, based on market research and so on. So in case you don't know, I have been working, you know, as a marketing manager for many years before I had my business, so probably around 10 years. And yeah, that's how I always did. So that's why, well, in any case, my manager would say absolutely no to anything if it's not tested, you know, if it hasn't market research, if it doesn't have a backup behind it. If you just say, I want to implement this and say why, just because I feel like it's not working. So my Instagram was a little bit dead lately. Hasn't been, I don't know, my engagement was a bit low. I've seen a decrease in engagement. I've seen a decrease in my Reels views and so on. So I was like, you know what? I have to do something about it. So I really looked at my Instagram. I done market research. I really look at my strategy and the things that I know might work, I know might not work, etc. I know what I could improve. Based on that, I've created some new Reels. So I'm just gonna show you how to do this, probably do a time lapse or screen record. Let's do this. Okay, so I've done the live and now I was checking Slack again and I have my employee Bethan, who's a graphic designer, was asking me how to create GIF on Instagram because probably that Victoria asked her to check this out. And I thought, you know what, it might interest you, so I'm gonna show you. So I use Procreate, which is an amazing app on iPad and honestly costs only like £10. You just need the Apple Pencil for it, which is a little bit more expensive, so £100. But then you can do amazing things. You can literally create all your posts. As you can see, I create a lot of my posts on Procreate, if not all of them. I don't create my posts anymore. It's obviously a graphic designer, but I used to do it like that. If sometimes I need something quickly, I just do it. Okay, I created a few GIFs, so you can add them on Instagram. I'm not gonna explain you here now, but you need to create a GIF account, so a Giphy account. It's a little bit of a process. Not everyone can create one. You have to be like a creator. You have to have created a few GIF already and they review them and so on. But yeah, we have a GIF account and you can find us at Synergy. Anyway, so basically what you do is that you create 2 different or 3 different layers and they have to differ slightly. So here I created 1 layer, then the 2nd layer, and it moves slightly. It's a little bit different, so I just wrote on top of it, on top of that layer to make it, I don't know, the letter looks a little bit different. And then once you've done, you just create click here and then animated GIF. And then this is a bit ugly and too fast, but literally you could make it in a frame per second 4 and it looks quite cool. It moves, it's like a GIF. And that's it, that's literally it. And then export, you export it, and then like I said, you need to create your Giphy account and then you just upload it on your Giphy account and then you can find us on Instagram. So here, and then here. They're not super nice because yeah, but here we go at Health Energy. I don't know why there's an ad. I asked them to remove it. They said they couldn't, but yeah, basically you can find us here. And then you see my little swipe up is here. So I'm gonna show you. Here you go. And it's cute. That's it, as simple as that. Okay, I don't know if you remember my to-do, but I'm supposed to film some reels. I don't think it's gonna happen. I need to leave in 45 minutes. To be fair, the reels I usually create don't take me that much time, but lately I've been switching my my strategy, which is what I talked about in the live of my Facebook community. But so they take me a little bit more time now. But anyway, I just wanted to check. So I just want to show you that it's our content planning. So it's literally for Health Energy, me and Laura. It's not that complicated. We just put like what we're going to post in terms of content and like how far in advance we are creating content. We try to literally create 1 month in advance. For reels, not as much in advance because the trends are going so fast that it's getting a little bit hard to, for example, you're going to jump on a trend, but if it was a trend that lasted only 2 weeks, you know what I mean, it's going to be hard. So reels I tend to plan only 2 weeks in advance, but carousel, single post and stuff like that, we're planning a whole month in advance. So we dedicate 1-2 days of content creation. So like I said, today I was supposed to create my reels and my YouTube for next month. My YouTube video is, I'm doing it today, and I've created already another video a few days ago, so that's for August. And then I've created all the carousels that I need for my brand for August and the single post. So now I just need to create the reels. I'm doing market research and so on. Then I write down what I want to talk about. So here we have growing a business on Instagram step by step. Then I go in my notes. I literally take notes. I'm not gonna show you all my notes because it's some sensitive information, but I go on my notes on my phone, literally when I do market research, when I think about something, or even if I'm in the street and I'm like, oh, I have a real idea, because it happens, I take my phone, I write down the real ideas. So I have many different notes on my phone that says YouTube ideas, reels ideas, stories ideas, and every time you have an idea, you want to write it down. Stop thinking that you're gonna remember it later. It's not gonna happen, trust me. So write it down. So I write it down, so I have have like reels ideas, and when I'm planning my content for the next month, I look at my reels ideas on my notes and then I fill it up here. So then I have all that, then I literally take it, write down what I want the reels to be like. Here a few examples. So for example, I have tell me your business owner without telling me your business owner. So I know exactly what I want. I say, film being dark outside and still working, and that's the idea, okay? I know already, I have a vision of what this reel needs to look like. I actually can't film it tonight because I have a very late night tonight. And then life's too short to fulfill someone else's dream. That's another one. I literally talk. I know there's going to be a voiceover reels, and I'm going to show some inspirational things and stuff like that. And I already written the reels. So all I have to do after that, so that's step 2. First, I plan the reels, and then step 2, I write the reels, or sometimes the other way around. I'm like, oh, I have an idea, and I write it down, and then I plan it in my content planning. So I think that was the case here. Then, so 2 steps, and then the first step, I film it, and then the 4 steps, obviously, is to have all the designs and have the reels going out and stuff like that. Oh, it keeps like unzooming. So yeah, anyway, design should be done by a graphic designer, and yeah, I try to write the caption in advance as well. So that's how I create my reels. But yeah, it seems that today it's not gonna happen, so I will probably do that tomorrow or over the weekend. It's not a big deal. Like I said, stuff happened today that I didn't plan. I'm just showing you my computer for nothing, but yeah, that's life of a business owner, always unplanned stuff. Alright, so weird angle, but I said I would refill my highlights, so I'm literally going to do that now. Highly recommend that you have a start here highlight or me highlight, or basically where you're going to introduce yourself. That's going to be super important because people do watch highlights. I literally have messages every day from people watching my highlights. So make sure you have highlights about yourself, introducing yourself and your services. A highlight about just your services or your main service or whatever you want to promote, especially I would say maybe 1 or 2 maximum. And then a highlight about your testimonials. I like having highlights about testimonials. What else do I have? Actually, let me just double check. So your services or different products, etc. Start here. And yeah, anything else that you think might be relevant. I like having educational highlights to see, so people can see the value that I'm providing. And I also have a tools highlight, so basically almost like an FAQ highlight. I always have questions around the tools I use, the product, the, you know, who does my designs and stuff like that for my Instagram and stuff like that. So I reply to this on the tools highlight. So yeah, I'm gonna film my highlights now. I just wanted to do a little time lapse, but obviously it's a weird angle, so I'm not even sure it's worth it. But yeah, I'm just going to refilm them because I haven't filmed my highlights for so long. Like my start here is so old. It's the creation of Health Energy, which is October 2020. So yeah, I've been busy, I didn't have time. I'm going to do this now. Alright, I filmed my highlights and now I'm going to do the thing I said I would. So hopefully I'll be able to vlog, but we'll see. Alright, so I didn't vlog much, but yeah, I got a car. So I literally bought a car on Monday. My car was coming to the end of its leasing. It's been 4 years already, and I needed an upgrade, so I went to check Audi first on Saturday and then Range Rover, and I ended up buying Range Rover. So it's a used car, but yeah, I paid cash for it. It's not a leasing, so it's a little bit mental. But yeah, you know, I worked hard for the past 10 years to get where I am today, so I can only be happy and proud. So yeah, that's it. But what I want to talk to you about is basically I didn't vlog much. I didn't really film much after 5 p.m. because now it's 8:30 p.m. and what happened is that at about 6 p.m. I was eating dinner. And so we are part of a consulting program with a Facebook ads agency, sales funnel agency. So like I told you this morning, we had a few things broken with the entire sales funnel, so we need to fix a few things, and they kindly helped us. So I am super glad. We spent like an hour fixing a few things. There's so much tech involved when it comes to sales funnels, honestly. First of all, don't look at paid ads, don't look at sales funnels unless you already have organic sales, you already have a sustainable business and so on. This is really the next steps. Like the first steps, you really want to have a sustainable business. You really want to make sure that, you know, you get clients, you want to make sure that you have done even a few launches, etc. Then and only then I recommend that you look at having a sales funnel in place, having a Facebook ads and so on. So yeah, we only had a sales funnel since mid-year, like I think April or May this year. So we literally spent over a year building to, you know, a business up to multiple six-figure before having a sales funnel. So, and even now I still struggle, and it's so much, like, honestly, you don't want to get into this unless you first of all have the money to get help, because it is complicated. There's a lot of tech involved. And it's an expertise as well. It's an expertise having building a sales funnels, having Facebook's ads on top of it. It is a proper expertise. Anyway, all that to say that we fixed a few things. It's very overwhelming, and then we haven't finished everything. So tonight we have another call at 11:30 p.m. because we worked with a US agency. So obviously the time difference is complicated sometimes, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna finish with that. Literally, I spent an hour with the Facebook agencies, and I probably chilled for an hour, and I'm just gonna keep chilling with my boyfriend, probably watch Love Island. Yeah, I'm embarrassed. And that's it. Then I have the call, and then I'll go to bed. So there's days that are very busy where I'm gonna work 10 hours a day, and there's days where it's going to be quite light. So not one single day is the same. It's always varying a lot. The things that I do vary a lot, and I quite enjoy that. Obviously content can be the same, but I tend to change my content a lot and so on. So yeah, that's what I enjoy really, is that being a business owner is never the same. You never know what's gonna happen, so it can be scary, but also, I don't know, it can be also super fun if you take it lightly, and that's it.